Hello everyone, it's Grace with Bougie Beaks Hen Haven, and I'm on day 2 of the chick rescue. I have mixed myself up some Grow Gel here. So Grow Gel is a powder, and you mix it with water and it forms this gel, and it's got these little pretty little blue dots in there, which the chickens love. But I'm trying to like squish it into the syringe so I can feed the babies with it. The egg yolk is great. It's really messy. This stuff has a lot of water in it. And so I fed this to them twice already today. They really liked it. And I tried moving them into the brooder earlier today, and it really just didn't work out. The one chick that had the blood loss just, she got too hot up under the incubator, the brooder warmer, and she really couldn't get out from under it. She just didn't have the strength. And so, I'm sorry, I am like cramped up as heck in here. And I lifted up the warmer, the incubator, the brooder, and she was all splayed out. And I thought, oh my gosh, are you kidding? I murdered her. But she was still alive, and so I snatched her up and I filled her up full of this stuff, and I kind of wiped her down with a warm paper towel just to try and, cool her off a little bit. So then she was fine. I put her back in there, and then she wandered her way out from under it. Then she got cold. So I'm like, oh my good gravy. All right. So clearly, like, she's not there yet. The other bird had started kind of wandering around, but I really want to keep the two of them together. I don't want to separate them out. So they are back in the incubator. I think I'll be putting them in the brooder for short durations of time as they gain strength, and then eventually move them in there. But for right now, I'm much more comfortable with them in the incubator because I can keep a closer eye on them. I can monitor the temperature and the humidity much better, and I feel like I can just keep them safer. So that's what we're doing for now. Of course, I cleaned the incubator. It's all nice and clean, and I put new Vet RX in there for them. And now, see, the thing is, I have to go take care of my father. He's be 88 this year, and he's having some, he's got to go to the doctor today, and I'm going to take him because I'm kind of thinking we may be getting close to needing a higher level of care, if you know what I mean. So I really don't want to miss this doctor's appointment. I'm going to go pick him up pretty soon here, but I'm going to feed these babies first. Oh, they're just running around all over the place. Come here. All right, so this is my chick that was the second one that I worked with. She's feeling feisty. This is a little bit more difficult to feed them because it's not a liquid, it's a gel. And so you have to pry their little beakies open. I realize you can't see this. I can't get the camera angle to where, so what I'm doing is just pulling her little beak open. There. Nope. Okay, and once I have it open, I'm just squirting a little bit in there. Do you see that? And then she'll eat it. She'll eat it. That was your cue. There you go. Now she's eating it. Sometimes if I can just use the edge here to, there we go. Oop, I overflowed her. Sorry. Well, eat it already. Sorry, my finger's in the way. See her eating it? Okay. Take some breaths. And I'm filling her little crop. Oh, she's very full. I had fed her earlier. Evidently, she hasn't digested that. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I just was making sure. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. All right, and here was my half-dead chick in the egg. She looks awful. She's all matted up. I've wiped her down a couple of times, but she just refuses to get fluffy. Yeah, her crop is empty. So we're going to feed her. Open your little beaky. Well, eat it. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry that I really can't get a great angle here. So I'm just doing a teeny tiny little bit into her mouth once I get it open. Letting her eat it. Oops. You're making a mess. Okay, well, eat it. This poor bird has had so many brushes with death. You know? Poor little thing. We got to come up with a name for you and your sister. We'll name one of them Comedy and the other one Tragedy. What do you think? Guess who's going to be Tragedy? I'm sorry, that's not funny. See, Mommy, that's not funny. I'm trying to live over here. You making fun of my situation. And you try to choke me out. Hi guys, Grace with Bougie Beaks Hen Haven. We are on day 3 of our emergency chick rescue. Let's see how we're doing. They have been moved into the brooder. I tried this yesterday and it did not go well. I gave them another day to regain their strength and noticed that they were really very active in the incubator. There they are. Our 2 little chick magnets. Looking pretty good. Does this mean we're out of the woods? Heck no. I'm still feeding them, but today I'm going to attempt to get them to eat on their own because I just can't be doing this every couple of hours. All right, here's my first little candidate. This is our little blood loss chick. And she's got a little bit of a poopy bottom. Can you see that? Stop, cat. Get out of here. Wally wants to be part of it. You see her little poopy butt? So I'll have to take a warm compress and clean up her bottom. You don't want to pull this off because you can actually like disembowel your chick. We don't want to do that. Look, here you go. She's not having it. No? That's 2 no's. Back to the syringe. All right, I got a little poopy butt here. And I'm just holding a warm, moist paper towel up to her hiney to kind of loosen up the pooey. Does that feel good? She is still trying to, they both kind of have a little bit labored breathing. I have stopped the antibiotics. I just gave them like 2 days worth. I really am trying to not give them like a full spread of antibiotics. I think 5 days is the full spread. I really want them to do well, but I also want them to fight this off as well. I hear a little bit of crackling in there. All right. All right, they're all clean. Got a clean, wet bottom. So it just came right off after I got it moist. I'm not going to show it to you. It's gross. And I'm going to load up my syringe here and see what we can do with this little loudmouth. I can feel that her crop is empty, so she's definitely hungry. Okay, Mighty Mouth. So you see, I just kind of put my finger on the side of her head here. So then I can kind of trap her beak right there. And it's hard to do it and show on camera. Open your mouth. Pry her little beak open. Usually I wait until she peeps and then I kind of stick it in there. I know you can't see this. All right, so I just loaded her down. She's happy to eat it. Okay, we'll go get back onto the heater. And she's now gotten to where she can kind of walk under the heater and make her way under the heater. and then also make her way out. And let me show you what I did with the heater. Okay, you see I have it at an angle. This end is warmer, this end is cooler. So if they're too cold, they can go over here and get closer to the heater. But if they need to be a little cooler, they can come to this end. Does that make any sense? I feel like I didn't make any sense. Here's another thing that I did. If you've got one of these that has a dial like this, these things suck. I'm sorry, these things stink. It's a good little heater, but there are no markings on this dial naturally when it comes. It's also very easy to bump it and adjust it by mistake. So if you see, I have taken like a pin and done some scrape marks here, there, and there as a reference to myself. So I basically just played with this thing for like half an hour until I found the different temperature settings that I wanted. And then I scratched it so that I would know what I wanted. We got to come up with some names for these guys. What do you guys think? Put it in the comment section.